Ever wondered how the subconscious mind works? Well, to understand, let's start by mentioning that there are two basic areas of our consciousness, the subconscious and the conscious minds. The subconscious mind is what we call the deep, all-knowing part of the mind that helps us remember how to do things that we have previously learned. Its power and size can be represented here in the form of an iceberg. The part that is showing is like the conscious mind. This part of the mind is simply concerned with day-to-day decisions and real-time awareness that we experience in a normal day. When you are simply experiencing something, listening clearly, focused on what you are doing, using your senses, being spontaneous in the moment without judgments or analysis, you are using your conscious mind. It is an important part of the mind, but it is not very capable when having to juggle lots of information. The conscious mind is much smaller than our subconscious. The subconscious mind has a huge effect on the way that we behave in life. It is very, very big, so its primary task is to take pressure off the conscious mind and make sure that you don't have too many things you have to think about when doing difficult tasks. Everything we go through is processed and stored in the subconscious. However, it is represented here below the surface because all the information that is stored is largely forgotten. We can imagine the subconscious as this jug of water, which represents all the stored ideas that we've built up in our lives. And as we go through experiences, we learn how to do things that suit us best. Everything we experience goes into our subconscious, such as when we learned to ride a bike for the first time, or even when we learned how to read. As we operate in life, we go through our day-to-day experiences working from programs that we have accumulated over time, which we decided in the first instance were useful ways to behave. Instead of taking each situation as it comes naturally, we have the tendency to live life on autopilot and respond to people and events as if they were the same as the first times that we encountered those types of situations. If we learned that anger was effective in dealing with certain situations, we would continue that program without critical re-evaluation. If we felt that being shy was the best way to stay out of trouble, we may continue that behavior subconsciously also. We are usually unaware that our behavior is automatic until we recognize the need for change. It can take time to change patterns of behavior, such as smoking and overeating, but with persistence, it will change. One of the most useful ways to change subconscious patterns is to immerse yourself in new and exciting experiences, because the challenge and the relative unfamiliarity will force more time onto the conscious mind. Things that take your mind's focus, your energy, often give the power to make the subconscious conscious again.
Have you got some money? I really need some money. Please.
When you go into situations in your life that usually make you react without thinking, you can take a moment and realize that you are not just the sum of your experiences. You can use your conscious mind to retrain your reactions by taking a fresh look whenever you feel stuck.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Pretty soon your mind will get the idea and create a new pattern that is more useful for you.